The history of Iran, also known as Persia, is deeply intertwined with the broader past of a vast region. What ancient sources describe as Greater Iran stretched from Anatolia, the Bosporus and Egypt in the west, to ancient India and the Jaxartes River in the east, and from the Caucasus and the Eurasian steppes in the north to the Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman in the south. Iran is counted among the world's oldest continuous civilizations, with human settlements dating back to nearly 4000 BCE. The southwestern and western parts of the Iranian plateau are considered an integral part of the ancient Near Eastern cultural world. Geographically, Iran stands at the crossroads of Central Asia, East Asia, and Europe, which made it a center of migration, settlement, and constant conflict throughout history. The earliest presence of humans on Iranian soil is not fully documented, yet researchers believe that groups from Africa, Central Asia, the Caucasus, and the Indian subcontinent migrated into the region long ago. One of the oldest known prehistoric sites is near the Kashaf River in Khorasan, where stone tools roughly 80,000 years old have been found. Archaeologists have uncovered numerous prehistoric tools across Iran, including areas northeast of Shiraz. While Europe was still in its pre-civilization stage, Iran, like other parts of the Middle East, was already entering a more advanced era. Evidence from caves such as Kamarband Cave near Bishar and Hotu Cave west of Bishar suggests human activity dating back to 9000 BCE. Many other ancient mound sites such as Ajab, east of Kermanshah, Ganjdare, near Kangavar, Sarab, northeast of Kermanshah, Zaghe, in the Boain Zara region, Tal-e-Bakun, near Persepolis, Yanik Tepe, west of Tabriz, Choga Mish, southeast of Desful, Godin Tepe, near Kangavar, Giyan, near Nahavand, Cheshme Ali, near Ray, Tepe Yaya, south of Kerman, and others reveal that humans lived in these areas between 4000 and 9000 BCE. Sites like Burnt City, Shari Sukte, near Zabol, Tape Sialk, Tape Hasanlu, Marlik, Turang Tepe, Tape Hisar, Mausian, Shahdad, and Ganj Dare indicate that Iran was home to several highly developed ancient cultures long before recorded history, some as early as 1000 BCE. Among Iran's earliest known civilizations, the most notable is the Sialk culture, whose remains were found southwest of Kashan. These sites suggest that Iran's deserts were among the earliest areas where humans settled. Pottery from this culture dates back to between 5000 and 6000 BCE, making Iran one of the earliest centers of pottery production. Because of its link to Mesopotamia, southwestern Iran entered the historical period very early. By the early 3rd millennium BCE, pictographic writing, known as Proto-Elamite script, had been developed in Khuzestan. Examples of this script have been found in Sialk, Kangavar, Fars, and even the Burnt City, showing strong cultural connections across western Iran. Some of the earliest inhabitants of western Iran included the Elamites, Kassites, Lullubi and Gutians, who were culturally related and lived in the highlands. The Elamites controlled regions around Susa, the Karun River, Khuzestan, and extended their rule to Anshan, near modern Marv Dasht, and southern coastal areas of present-day Bushehr. Mesopotamian kingdoms depended heavily on Iran's natural resources, which led to repeated invasions by the Sumerians and Akkadians. In response, a unified Elamite kingdom emerged in the mid-3rd millennium BCE. The Elamite state lasted until 646 BCE, when it fell to the Assyrians. The Kassites lived in the central Zagros region. By the late 3rd millennium BCE, they controlled Luristan, though their exact origins remain unclear. From the 16th to 12th century BCE, they ruled Babylon, one of the longest periods during which non-Mesopotamians controlled the region. The famous Luristan bronzes are often attributed to them. The Lullubi lived in the Zagros Mountains with their capital at Shari Zor. Their most famous relic is the rock relief of their king Anubanini, located near modern Sarpoli Zahab. The Gutians, living north of Shari Zor, captured Babylon in the late 3rd millennium BCE and soon after extended their power into Elam. Iran's history as the land of the Aryans begins when Indo-Iranian tribes migrated from Central Asia into the Iranian plateau between 1800 BCE during the spread of the Iron Age. Zoroastrian texts describe the earliest homeland of the Iranians as Aryan Vaja, believed by many scholars to lie somewhere in the broader Iranian region. Some accounts suggest two main migration routes into Iran, one from Central Asia across the Caspian region, and another through the Caucasus. By the early 1st millennium BCE, these tribes had reached the Zagros Mountains. By the 9th century BCE, Aryan groups increasingly challenged the region's older inhabitants. They expanded westward, encountered the Assyrians, and their names, Medes and Persians, began appearing in Assyrian records. Around 844 BCE, Assyrian king Shalmaneser III mentions the Persians, and by 836 BCE, the Medes also appear in inscriptions. During the late 9th and early 8th centuries BCE, Assyria weakened while the kingdom of Urartu rose in power, threatening Assyrian borders. To counter this, the Assyrians launched campaigns into the Zagros, bringing many Median territories under their control by 737 BCE. Their inscriptions show that the Medes paid tribute and lived under Assyrian influence even in mountainous regions.